Fair policy, we've heard about that already today. It's something that we're fully aware of. We are working to improve the accuracy as well as improve the enforcement. That's some steps that we took recently, but you are correct that if we don't have that accuracy, then it makes enforcement that much more difficult. So I did get permission from the secretary this week that we are going to look at an alternative vendor. We're starting that process. We're doing some investigation into what's out there. What we've identified so far is there's 3 kind of main systems that can be put in place. One of those systems is kind of a customizable, all the bells and whistles system. And then there's more of a turnkey system that is not quite as customizable, but it's more off the shelf and more proven. And then there's a third system that's more limitations in that. So as we kind of investigate that, we get some more data on what the abilities are that. We're going to do some research into the effectiveness of those and where they're implemented and how well they're implemented in other areas. I would anticipate at the January meeting, we will be able to give you a full rundown on where we are and how we're going to move forward. 2 of the goals of that we've indicated, one is to work with links and to make sure that whatever we would implement or change to in the future is fully compatible with any systems that may go hand in hand like links. So that's going to be one of the things that we're going to look at. And like I said, just the proven history that there's something that they can prove that they've had that system run and that system is an effective system.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, certainly, we've been talking about these fare boxes for as long as I know I've been on the board, and probably before that. So I'm glad to see that you're finally starting to look at alternatives. My one request, and I had this conversation with Secretary Shannon, is that this board be kept in the loop on it and actually serve in its capacity, because due to on the agreements, it does say that any decisions made that will cause a financial impact to SunRail has to be vetted through this board. So I would also like to see, if you are going to implement a new system, a pilot be done and our customer advisory board be kept on the loop to help with that process, because a lot of these issues could have been avoided had we done a little bit better in piloting the machines and the tap on and the tap off and that effectiveness. I mean, the open system is a great concept, but I don't think it's really worked for us. And we know that there is a lot of leakage. I've raised concern after concern with leakage before on SunRail. I've seen it personally firsthand when I've written the SunRail system. So I just wanted to make sure that we're kept in the loop and we are part of that decision-making process at the end of the day, because we will be affected by it once we take over operation. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Gore.
No, we will do that. Our intent is to keep you all informed. You're going to be the future owners of it, because it will take us until you take ownership to get everything implemented. So it's going to be as much your system as it is our system. So we will do that.